Alright, in this video I'm going to show you few not so common but useful command on Linux. Okay, so people rarely use, or some of the people quite frequently use. I do use them time to time. That is why I'm thinking it would be good to share with people. Okay, so get into my terminal. Okay, so the first command I want to show you called PWDX. Okay, so for instance, if I say pgrep emacs, and if I took any of the process ID of Emacs, and if I write PWDX and provide the basic idea of this command is to provide the directory it is using. Okay, so if you run against the PID of a particular process to PWDX, it will provide you the directory the application using. Okay, so to get a glimpse of it, you can do PWDX help. It might not be that useful, but you can see PWDX, and it is a small manual page. So report current working directory of a process, right? So it's a small 2-3 line. It's a very nifty utility. As you can see, Emacs running on my system using my home directory. Okay, so PWDX, it's uncommon, not so frequently used. I'm assuming, but I think I haven't seen much of it, so that's why I bring it up. Okay, the next one is surprisingly called CTRLALTDEL. If you do a help, you won't get it anything, but if you do write CTRLALTDEL, CTRLALTDEL at once, and see the purpose every one of us know, right? And it can be tuned. So it has two options. Either you pass the argument hard or soft. Okay, so if you put it hard, it will simply go ahead and reboot the system without syncing. Okay, and if you put soft, it will certainly send the sync symbol, okay, and sync init signal to the init process. Then it will going to gradually reboot it. So this is a literal command. Okay, so if you wanted to do or use it inside a script which will bounce your system for some reason, you might use it. Okay, CTRLALTDEL, literally. Okay, the next is that something called IOTOP, input output top. Okay, so if I write IOTOP, okay, so it's been not in my path, that's why. IOTOP, it basically shows you the disk input output in performance on a top like way. That is why the name IOTOP, input output top, right? It's a good way to measure where things are spending time regarding IO. Okay, you can see the kernel process which are getting involved in it. Okay, on the rightmost command line command flag. If you do, you can see it has clearly explained that it is showing you all this stuff, and it has got various flags too. If you are like normal top or IOTOP, this is specifically written for to get the input output measure. Okay, and you can pass so many flags according to your requirement. I encourage you to look into the man page to get a grasp of it. Okay, all right. The next is a call HD param. So this command will show you the disk read write cache. Okay, I pass the 2T, capital T and normal T option. I'll tell you what those flags mean, but if we run this again, what is going on? So because I'm not root, that's why. And slack virus is tpom tt. Then if I do okay, so this number will greatly vary if you are sitting on a NVMe disk, or much more for I'm still on rotational disk. It's a simple rotational disk, so the numbers are not so impressive what you can see. Okay, so if you are sitting on a faster SSD, the number will certainly different, and you can see from the output what those two flag mean, capital T and T. It's cached read and buffer disk read. Okay, it's a good way to measure the hard drive capacity, hard drive performance. Okay, at least it will give you some sort of hint. If you do and so you can set different parameter too with this command. Okay, and that is exclusively if you know what you are doing, because setting the wrong flag on your storage device, it might bring some sort of catastrophic or not so desirable output or performance. So before running this command, you better know what you are going to do and what you are expecting it. Okay, so this command is for those who are well accustomed with the storage output related stuff. Okay, there are so many flags, and each of the flag is performed different way, so you have to be absolute sure. So here is the two common option I have shown you. So, and from the output it was pretty evident what it was doing. Okay, so these are the two options I have passed. You can look into the man page for different other option to fine-tune your storage device. Again, I am saying it's a wonderful command, but to have clear understanding what you are doing and what you are expecting out of it. Okay, so that means you have to have a clear understanding what you are going to tune up and what will be the outcome. Okay, so don't lose habit. So this is something called Slaptop. Okay, so this basically show you these are all memory page related top like features. As I shown to you before, IOTOP is exclusively for input output related stuff. This is a binary which will where it proc slab info file, which is containing the page related memory related stuff. Okay, and it will provide you the option top like real-time information about what things are doing inside the kernel. Okay, you can get it in a different way, like if I press P it will give you a different, if I press A it will give you a different, if I press B if it will give you a different information, right? So it is a very much top like memory, exclusively memory page related information. Okay, so I think it is a good tool to have, good tool to look at. Okay, to pick inside the kernel what it is doing with the page and memory related stuff, or you can have a look at it. See, this is the slab info file. It is look like this. Okay, this file is getting translated or getting a more human readable way, human consumable way to provide you with the help of this command slab info. Okay, this is purely related to memory and page related stuff. Okay, if you are interested, you can poke around it, you can look at it, or if you want to directly see that, as I show you, it is a proc slab info file, you can directly see it there. Okay, so these are the very uncommon although very useful tools. Okay, so I could have go on and on and on, but there is no point overwhelming you with a lot of stuff. So it all depends how deep you are into the mud and what your workflow is. So you might find a lot of stuff, a lot of binaries which might not be used by normal people or not so usable to the normal daily operation with Linux. So if you are focused on something specific, I have shown you some tools which probably 2 of them are general purpose one and 3 of them are specifically exclusive to a particular function. If your function relies on those, you might look into that, or generally most of the Linux users, they are curious, they might find something which will be useful to their daily work life. Okay, so I hope this will be useful to some people. Thanks for watching.